Stream elements. Bill 1949T is now live. Streaming DCS World, My Flight Simming, DCS. Ghetto Zebras. Hey there, Bill.
Hi Ghetto, good evening sir.
Ghetto Zebras. Happy Friday to you, sir.
And happy Friday to you too. Just getting my seat back, my sim shaker seat. It had lost its connection with the computer, so I had to reset it. In the sounds and settings, it loses it. You have to select speakers, USB sound device on the sim shaker sound module window. Normally it's there, but for some reason sometimes it loses it, so I have to reselect it. So that's got it back, and I've just tested it. In fact, if I hold my push to talk down, let's get it back, hold on. You might hear it as I test it, hold on. I don't know if you heard any of that, but that was like 6 shakers in the seat, tried independently. bright, lemony, a bit hazy. 4.2. That's not a bad strength. Because I don't want like something like a 6 point something or whatever beer. We used to get one here that was it was like about 3, and it was very drinkable. It was really nice to taste, and you didn't fall over after a few. It was really good. So that's 312. Well, I've currently got a
Ghetto
Thatcher's
Zebras.
cider.
It's a bit different. Got them from a customer today, haha.
Oh right, very nice. Was that a gift from a customer or what? Or you just happen to know the customer that you bought them from? I'm just looking at the stuff in the background as it happens. Looking at your screen and stuff. And your stick. The top of your stick anyway. Oh yeah, and of course you've got the same stick as me, haven't you? Yeah. That's your cans, I guess, hanging up over your top of your monitor. One of your
Ghetto
monitors.
Zebras. We just finished a large paver patio. Homeowner brought out some beers at the end. I brought them all back, haha.
Oh right, very nice too, yeah. So you just finished a paved patio. Oh, I see. So you were doing it for them, and they brought out some beers. Very nice, nice. Yep, that's good. I mean, you can't drink dollars, can you? I suppose you can buy beer with dollars, but yeah, a couple of nice beers. That sounds good to me. There were some issues with the server during the week, but Nextdoor, I believe, has sorted those out, and it's not given any issues since that time. Right, I'm going to jump in a spit as a kick-off. Oh, it's Warhawk. Just
Matt.
come in or go in.
Love a Thatchers. Proper scrumpy be too much sometimes.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with Thatchers. I'm not normally a cider drinker, but someone a couple of years back said, when I said, what would you like when you come over? And they said Thatchers, but it's got to be out of the fridge. Because very often I don't bother. I'm not worried about it being cold. So I did that, and since that time I've found that I've enjoyed them out of the fridge better than I might otherwise. Scrumpy, yeah, Scrumpy's okay, but it's quite a different flavour, isn't it, Scrumpy? Matt, can't remember, have you spoken before? Have I spoken to you? What part of the world are you in?
Matt. I followed on YouTube, but prefer Twitch and Bristol.
Request rearming. Copy. Rearming complete.
So I'm going to ask again for rearming, but I won't do it.
Request rearming. Copy.
That's better. I'm only hearing it once now. I've turned off the correct one, so that's worked. Right, I've been rearmed. So this is really a test. I normally start in the Spitfire as a test.
Rearming complete.
So I'm going to do a bit of flying in the Spit, and then I might go back to the LA7 again, just to keep reminding myself it's a good aircraft, is the LA7 DCS. I think it's very good. And coming from someone that almost always flies a Spit on its own, you know, and that's perhaps all I fly sometimes, and of course while reading, to me that actually means something. In fact, I'm very happy to fly this and then go straight to the LA7. Right, I think I'm good. Now let's set my altimeter and my triggers. do I use the buttons? This is actually scroll for. I'm not sure which one you mean. Sorry, Mucker. Explain which one you mean, so that I can understand it. Because I'm stupid sometimes.
Makerat. The grey one.
We're talking about this.
Makerat. Yes.
Okay, I'm using that for my brake. So it's an axis, so you get like complete differential braking as you get on spit. So this is operating, as you can see there, if I do it carefully, this is operating my brake lever. Do you fly the spit? So the brake is fully on now. So if you fly the spit, then you'll be aware of how it works, where you get differential braking according to which side of the rudder is being affected. So depending on which rudder is being favoured, left or right, it will put braking on that wheel. Because obviously when you're going slow, your rudder's not going to do anything. There's not enough airflow over it. So the way to turn is to, if I turn left, like that, full left, and then apply braking to some degree.
Makerat. Oh nice. That's why I sometimes go nose over, as I use the lever on the stick. No, I usually fly jets, recently the Mossy. Love it.
Yeah, the Mozzie's good. Right, yeah, so if you're using this lever, I use that lever, in the spit, I use that just to close the canopy. Because for me to look up and find it and then click on that, that's unrealistic, because in reality I will just lift my arm up and feel for it. So it's unrealistic, so I don't mind using this lever to close a canopy like this. And then to open it, I don't mind. I'd look up and grab it, so I don't mind doing that for opening it.
Wicked. You'll have a look at that.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, check it out. This works nicely. So because you've got infinite amount of braking or non-braking, whichever you want. You've got to set it correctly so that it's whichever way you prefer it. I prefer to push forward to have braking, and you'll see that when it's pushed forward, the brake lever is fully to the right. So that's the brake fully on. And you might want to set your curves, because on that, I'll just go to it briefly. I'll go to my curves on that. So you can see wheel brake there, analog, joy slider 2. And if I go to axis tune, you'll see I've got that curvature on it. So these are both at 100, but that's at -24, and it's marked as a slider. If you don't, things work wrongly. So you need it as a slider, you don't need to invert it. And then with that, I think you'll get better control than if you've got just a straight line from there to there. So did you say you don't fly the spit, or you have you not?
Lovely, thanks.
That's good. Have you flown the spit at all? Because don't forget, of course, you could get it on trial if you haven't got it. By the way, Ghetto, on my side, and the mucker, I've got a drop
I'm going to give it a go after Mossy trial.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, do it. And come here, come to this server, and we'll get you flying quicker in the spit than if you do it more by trial and error yourself. I'd almost promise that. So there's a few people that have come on here and helped them out with the spit quite a lot.
124 check.
stand by. Yeah, copy Laxor, received.
Really? Now I've got a stuck key. Try that again. 124.
Yep, copy.
Yeah, copy Laxor.
Roger that. Thank you. So the very first thing I do, I had a stuck transmit.
Yeah, I noticed. Okay. Right, so Mucker and Ghetto, in my cider I've got a little drop, about 1/4 inch of blackcurrant cordial in the bottom, and it just takes the sharper edge off, the drier edge off the cider, which is what I prefer. That's why it's that colour, not amber. It's a slight pink tinge to it. Right. Just want to get my frame rate at the top. Hold on. For some reason it's not having it. I've got to restart voice attack.
124.
A copy.
555.
Hey Joe, hey.
Hey, Laps.
Yo, what the fuck? No, hey, Warhawk?
Hey, Warhawk.
You hadn't said hello. You hadn't said
The
hello.
West can try, man, that's sacrilegious, lol.
Unbelievable.
Joking. Does take the dryness out.
Yeah, and actually my neighbour said, oh, that makes it taste even more appley. Well, then I realised that the blackcurrant drink that I have is actually...
That might be the most one of the ground targets have taken out.
No.
Okay, there's some radio activity going on. I might swap to a different channel if necessary to speak, but we'll see. I'm going to...
I thought about going really overkill with the A10 today, but I went a little bit on the lighter side. Didn't take like full loadouts of Mavericks and bombs.
Good combination.
So we got Ghetto, we got Undead, Air Joe, Warhawk, Laxor, and me. So that's, unless there's anybody else further out. No, I think that's all of us. But that's not a bad little gathering. Okay, I'm going to take off. Does anyone want me to talk about how I'm going to take off? What I'm going to do for takeoff, during takeoff? I'll give it a few seconds. If you want me to talk about it, I will.
Matt. What mixture do you use on takeoff?
Well, I don't know that there's much of an option to change it. It's hang on. I don't affect the mixture. I don't, and the mixture lever is either fully forward or fully back. You have to have it fully forward to start. If I was to turn that back, the engine would come. So I don't know that there's actually much of a choice. So that's straightforward. The Spitfire is pretty straightforward in startup. I mean, compared to the LA7, which I'll be in later, the Spitfire is very simple to start up. The LA7 is much more of a process.
Is this a carburetor or fuel-injected Spitfire?
It's the 9. It's the Mark 9, so it will be the fuel injected. Okay, so I'm assuming there's not much more to do or to cover, so I'm going to take off. Prop pitch is fully fine. I've got my trims set. I'll turn my lights on. I've got my nav lights on now. And just out of interest, for anyone that don't know, if you set these switches appropriately, like that one, and this one, when I hit that button there, which I've got mapped on the keyboard to M, I'll jump out. So that light, if my radio gets hit, I can still use that light for Morse code to the rest of the section. A lot of people don't know that. I didn't know it. So, right, so there you go. Here we go. I'm going to break off and away I go. Well, let's put the pilot back in. Gamey to put the pilot in rather than simmy, but to be honest, if I was in an aircraft and I looked down and saw a stick with no hand on it, I'd be a bit worried. So that just actually simulates as far as possible me holding the stick. Okay, break off. Here we go. So full back, full right, throttle up. Bringing the stick forward as I take off. Rotate. Keep her up. Adjust my trim. I'm adjusting my two trims. I've just done the nose down and I'm now adjusting my rudder. I bring the rudder so that the double D is at the top. So on that wheel, the word rudder, the double D is pretty much at the 12 o'clock mark. I'll now adjust my prop pitch to give me 2,700 RPM.
Okay, gear check.
So that's my other throttle I'm using for prop pitch. I'll pull back the throttle to about 7 boost. Apparently like that she'll fly all day. I'm also running in a Spitfire, I'm running the Echo 19 Spitfire engine sound, and it is definitely better than the DCS sound. I'll make a turn, fly around the airfield a little bit. Yes, it is, and it's free. I mean, you can make a donation. If you decide to get it, come back and let me know, because I think the one they currently have for download, I don't know whether it's an earlier version or a later version where they've messed up the earlier version, but it's not as good. But I can help you there.
What's it for?
I can get the
Check.
this sound that I've got.
Yeah, my VR crashed up that.
What's my altitude? About 2,000. Okay, let's invert and make a turn. Close the canopy. Engine still sounds nice, but not as good as with it open. I'll now open the canopy and you'll hear the lovely difference in sound, I hope. And close. And open.
Sounds floaty.
Yeah, it's definitely better than DCS sound. I recommend it, and as I say, it's free, but if you do decide to get it, I paid a couple of dollars, I think, or quid or whatever it was I paid for it, but it was free for me in the first instance, but I think they've done something to it, or they've uploaded an old one for download. I do recommend the Spit and the LA7. but I do definitely recommend the split. This is my aircraft of choice. She flies beautifully. I've got the F-16, but when you move the stick on the F-16, you move the stick on the F-16 and it sort of has a little think about it. But this, when you move it, the aircraft moves. I'm going to head out east where there's a circle of BTRs to beat up, provided they don't beat me up, but sometimes they do.
Mahomat. Model's fun, just too much computer inputs.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, on the F-16, I don't fly that. I find it actually they're boring because you don't fly it yourself. You don't even have to operate your flaps on the F-16, do you?
At least you're actually flying with this.
Yeah, that's right.
It's in departing runway 26 Mazda, and we head out to the southeast.
Copy that. Okay, there's two of them. I'll see if I can get two. Yeah, that's two of them. I can very often get all seven, but say they do shoot back at me, so, and when they do, for some reason they always seem to mess up my engine. Sometimes it's a bit of a tough time getting back. They've shot at me yet, and where are they now? I'm getting off remarkably lightly from there from there. It's 5 down. I need to get that one that's shooting at me. Okay, 6 down, 1 left, and I can see him, he's shooting at me. Mission accomplished. All 7 units destroyed, RTB.
Good hits.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, that was a good little mission. That was a good little sortie. That. I'm going to go up to the west end of the airfield and come in from the west onto our right. In this mission, for those that are not aware,
I was looking over my wing and I just see a Viper sitting 5 feet from my wing.
we can
Couldn't
run
be
out of
me.
ammo. The airfield can run out of ammo, so we can request a restock. We get a friendly convoy coming in with more ammo, fuel, etc. But of course that's subject to attack, so when we ask for a restock, we are then really sort of obliged to go out and stick with it and look after it and protect it from enemy attack. It's good to do choppers with that because they can just hover and sit, whereas shooting troops with a Spitfire, instead of rockets, I don't have rockets, can't get rockets on the Spitfire, so you've got to actually hit the individuals with your bullets. It's much easier to use rockets if you've got them on board an aircraft and let the blast pattern deal with them. Canopy open, rockets fully fired.
I'm gonna stay under the clouds here. Actually, I think I'm going on.
49 RTB, I'll be coming in on 08. Let's see how I mess up this landing. The Spitfire is my aircraft, and yet lately my landings have got worse and worse. So
Coming right.
49 final 08. Gear down. Flaps down. I've had my speed to drop too much on that, and I'm putting the flaps down as
I'm gonna
well.
go take out some of these air targets that are out here.
Sounds good, I'm gonna focus on these drones.
There's something going on with my flaps.
2 bombs
The
away.
seat keeps buzzing.
Maybe a bit overkill, but those half jumps are usually kind of tough.
Okay, I've got a blown tyre. Oh, overkill on the brake, nosing over. Yes, I've done that, absolutely. But I think, I'm not going to excuse myself totally, but I don't think we'll be able to see it. Let's have a look. It's barely visible, but I've got a blown starboard
Not here,
tyre.
Matt. Damage from the APC. I have to go. I'll catch you on the next one.
Okay, Bucker, the next one will be tomorrow night. We normally start in a region of...
I'm gonna drop a JDAM on these teams.
Roughly 2:30. Right, I'm in a place where I can happily get repaired because I'm not going to be in anyone's way while I'm on the grass.
Request repair.
Copy.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
They went.
Max, I'll take off 08 if it's clear.
Copy, yeah, I'm on the grass, Laxor, so you're safe from me.
Alright.
Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
Right, so I've got 60 seconds before repair. Repair takes about 5, maybe 10 seconds. In the meantime, I'll get my trims set. Flaps up.
I guess they really want people to hold position.
Sorry, Lex, can you repeat that? Was that general or specific?
Hold position.
Yeah, hold position. Yeah, it's Mozdog ATC going absolutely berserk.
Okay, aircraft repair has started. And is completed.
Emergency fuel, RTP. Might not make it.
Good luck, sir.
I've been hit. Gas tank.
So Warhawk coming in on 08, yeah? There he comes. Well done, Warhawk. See you in the NAFI and I'll get you a pint. Okay, I can get started now. Warhawk's down. I can get started, get onto the runway. Let's make sure no one else is coming in. All looks good. Okay. Ghetto's taking off. Ghetto in the LA7. Like I said, good little paint that. Good little paint. I think I'll take off towards the west this time. So I've got to turn.
124.
Copy. Actually, what I didn't do is I thought I meant to check my flaps after I'd landed and before I repaired, because I'm sure that I had issues with the starboard flap, and that could be why it went so bananas when I put my flaps down ready for takeoff. Right, asymmetrical flaps coming down. Oh, what happened to Ghetto? He's gone. Ah, he crashed. Okay, I just seen it on the side on the left. And there he is, just sort of bottom right of me, LA7 pilot. lose the aircraft and don't, I'll jump in at LA7. Pull to the side and restart. And voice attack has stopped responding again. I'm going to restart it.
Ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected. Chief, apply ground air supply. Copy. Air is now applied.
I just pumped up the fuel pressure. So it's about 1.2. Get the prop turning. Turning the air knob. Prime. Crack the throttle, turn on the brake, turn on the battery, open the latch, start. Pump. Drag the air bottle with me by the looks of it. It's still connected or something. Yeah, it's still connected. That was accident. Didn't put my brake on. I need to close my radio things. I've got to watch my temperature now, make sure it doesn't go too far up. So I don't want this temperature here, the cylinder head put temperature to get too close to 300. But I do need it to warm up. I can now close the air valve and disconnect the air.
Mazda. Abort takeoff.
What?
Chief, disconnect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
So I'll make sure I've still got brakes. Yep, brakes are still working. Temperature's creeping up. I might just increase the throttle a bit. Seems to have to move the throttle quite a lot before it picks up. So the nose, I'm not sure we call them cowl flats. I mean, those I think are cowl flats, but I can't remember what you call these. Hold on, let's take a look at the inside. Forward cowl flaps. Okay, so the forward cowl flaps are closed. Didn't have a chance to warm up. Lights on. Put some flaps on in readiness. I think I've tried this and it didn't do it. I feel fairly sure, but I thought that when the bullets stop coming, you pull these levers to recharge the guns with more ammo, but I don't think that works. I'm not sure what these are for, how they work. I mean, they're marked as pneumatic, pneumo recharge. Sure. Temperature's coming down. I think I can probably start moving. I must remember to open those cowl flaps before I take off. I take off, I must open those flaps again.
Don't push it, man.
Oh, I'm pushing.
It's because I have a different button. I've got my push to talk. It's actually a pull to talk on a different button. Radio check 49.
Not sure we got a problem.
What's up?
Ghetto's it is.
About a year of not flying this aircraft.
Thank you, Ghetto. Thank you, Ghetto.
Okay, are you picking up a laser at least?
I think I'm picking up a laser. I also can't tell if I've inadvertently set a point on the ground and it thinks it's going to fire at that instead. What happens if you turn your laser?
Turn it off.
Oh, hang on, it seems to be... It's acting like there's a laser that's found. I just need to remember how to select the Maverick.
Are you flying the Harrier?
I am indeed.
No, I can't help you with that.
Okay, Ghetto. I'm going to roll.
are you on fuel? I'm gonna try and get some sidewinders on these guys on the fuel land.
Fuel stays 2.3.
Yeah, we should have. You'll be blowing up.
49, emergency landing 26. Because I didn't open my flaps and the engine's just seized up. One thing I said to myself a couple of times that I must do, I didn't do. Of course, because
are you lasing still, or did you wave off?
No, I'm still lasing.
Interesting.
so it's a belly flop for me.
I can break off and reacquire.
No, it's probably me. Well, it is me that's the problem. Ah, here we go.
Okay, well for a belly flop, it was okay. How stupid. I told myself at least twice that I must remember to open my flaps and I didn't. Look, it's still closed. But the engine's seized up. There you go. I won't get repaired here because I'm hogging the I'll re-slot. Now before I start, I'll take a comfort break.
Fox 2.
Ghetto zebras.
Splash.
Another one of these mystery beers while you're on.
RCB.
I get a suspicion this is a bit of a dead duck. And I just cannot remember how to launch the damn thing. I mean, I could probably find out if I look in chat sky, and if you give me like another 10 minutes, which is whether or not people want to sit through.
Do some ordnance. What's her name? Undead.
If you'd rather skip it, we can. I don't mind.
I'm pretty sure I'm like one button press away.
Yeah, the fire button.
Damn it, why does no one tell me these things sooner?
Slowing down.
I might have remembered a snippet. The fact that things don't fire unless you're at full throttle.
Really?
Yep.
That's so weird, but worth a try.
even if it's not full throttle, it's like if you're below a percentage, it doesn't fire. So it's like you might have to be at 90% or more. I think it's might be to do like the smoke intake or something from the missile. I can't. Either way, it's still not doing it.
For the Harriers of that ship, that it can not perform from its own missile smoke.
British engineering.
Yeah, clearly.
You're just final lands, 26 small stalkers, sea traffic rolling to the right. I was like, what is that plane? And it's a LA-7 with a Spitfire skin.
Yeah, sorry chaps, that's me.
All good, it's just kind of hard to see you in the middle there, but it's fine, don't worry about it.
Actually, I meant to jump out quickly because I'm in the middle of the runway. I didn't open my radiator flaps, and I've just seized the engine, so I've had to come in on a belly flop, so I can't get out of the way. So I'm gonna respawn. So I thought I'd done that, and I haven't. So I will do that now. So I'll clear the runway.
Chief, connect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected. Chief, apply ground air supply. Copy. Air is now applied.
Now, why have I not got radio? why it's not showing me my radio. Because I should need to, it'll probably default to 100 megahertz, and I need to change it to 124. But I'm not seeing that. Now, what have I forgotten? What have I forgotten? I don't know. Don't have to have the engine running, I'm sure. If I put the battery on, that doesn't do it either. Oh, unless it's I wonder if this is the radio issue after you've crashed. I'm in a situation where I can start the engine, but I don't want to do that and not have radio. I'm going to go out and come in again.
Ghetto zebras. I've got to quickly show you all how it's done.
Oh, okay. What are you going to show him? Oh, I see. You're in the F-16. You're going to show him how it's done in the F-16. Yeah, go on. And we've still got 6 of us in the server, which is very nice. What's going on with this radio? The battery's on, so it's not as if it's got no battery. Surely I don't have to have the engine running for this. I'm sure of that. I can't ask anyone at the moment because I haven't got radio. I'll go out and come in again. Did I do that? No, I was going to, but I don't think I did. Let's do it. I'll choose a different aircraft and then come in. So I'll go back to the Spirit. Now that's interesting. Let's see what I'm going to go in. Okay, that's looking good. Well, it says 105 meg. Because I've got a radio on. I've got selected a channel. That's better. So now that's 124. Now what happens when I go back to the LA7?
124. Running a clean Apache with no weapons. That's when Seaward's like hovering it as light as possible.
No, that's better. That's got it. So it must have been because I'd crashed effectively, so I belly flopped, and then it pulled in the radio bug. So I've now got to set this to 124. I've got to close this or minimise it and get a radio check. 49 radio check. I'm not sure if that was a response. If it was, it's extremely short.
Yep, 2-4 check.
Thank you. All good.
Connect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected. Chief, apply ground air supply. Copy. Air is now applied.
I've closed my flaps. I must remember to open them again this time. Right, I've closed them in readiness for start up so it warms up. Let's I've opened that valve. I've opened that valve. Okay. Turn the fuel on. Fuel switch. I'll now operate the wobble pump to get 1.2 on the pressure gauge. About there. Okay, that's about right. So I've got my pressure, I can open the valve and get the prop turning, and then I can prime and start. Prop is turning, prime. Magneto's on, battery on. Open the switch and press start. When it picks up, I need to hit the wobble pump. Oh, I didn't crack the throttle. Try again. Okay, we're cooking. Engine's running. Well, that's not seen it. Must remember to disconnect the air bottle before I take off. I must remember to open the various radios. So close it. Close. Just beyond.
That looked kind of cool from up here.
Beyond the prop, you'll see those.
It looked kind of weird from where I was, because one of those planes were dipping up and down.
Okay, so that's still closed. That's still closed. I've got to open it before I take it. But I can now the engine's running, I can close the air valve. Air valve is closed. I can also disconnect the air.
Alright, do you want to give it a go, mate?
Copy.
Yep.
Okay.
Right,
Maverick is
brakes are
reporting
still
ready.
brakes. Yep, brakes are still working. I'll make my way round to the runway. I'm going to go that way.
Alright lads, laser is locked, you're good to go.
126.
No lot.
Oh, let's adjust my altimeter. And I'm going to give it some right rudder because it helps. I think in
Around 1688, the missile is ready.
there's no graduations, so you don't know how much you're giving it. You've got a number you can sort of set it to.
Yep,
There's no
1688.
range to tell me.
see I've just lost stuff.
It's not there. I don't know what that says. So I don't want this temperature to get too close to 300. Right, okay. Let's get rolling. Break off and away we go. Can't stop concentrating on taxi for a split second.
I am definitely getting no log.
That's weird.
Is the laser firing?
That's all right, I think I'm dead, working on
Took a laser.
like partnering for target.
Maverick rifle, what's it?
Ghetto Zebras. Back in last 7.
Totally good.
Ghetto Zebras. Nothing compares.
It's very nice. I mean, for me, it's still the Spit, but yeah, this is really nice. It's like a real plane.
To Warbirds.
Nothing compares to Warbirds. Yes, I'll agree with that statement.
Bingo.
No, I've got loads of fuel.
Shut up.
Let's do that again. I actually got 2 for 1 there, that wasn't bad.
I haven't applied flaps, so I've got to remember flaps and cowan oil. Cowan oil.
Ghetto Zebras. Resetting my game wheel.
Cover that, target load.
Fishing on my end.
Okay, Ghetto.
Ghetto Zebras.
Missile away, it's bouncing around between targets though.
And 24 LOL been talking to myself.
Yeah, that's easily forgotten. I think I've got mine. I remember to do it, but earlier on it wasn't working. I think it was because I crashed. I belly flopped, and I think the radio
Just missed, but it was going for the right target.
crept in because of that. So once I reached
Well, I blame the aimer for that one.
That shift, we've got the F-bombs busy hitting all those targets, so now we know it's working, we might as well go hit those NSUs.
Alright, I got 2 shots left. Shall I come in and rearm first?
looks
So
like
that
Warhol
flying to
might be coming in.
the NSUs now. I'll go to the ones by the bridge.
To all hop in Warbirds again.
I can't disagree with that.
Alright, yeah, one's to the east.
Yes.
I don't know if Warhawk is landing or just buzzing. He's got his gear down.
Just give those F5 space to be there soon.
Maybe it's circuits and pumps then. Okay. "4926.
I'm glad we got it working.
Oops, wrong button.
It's alright.
So I think it's like a good run just before you got the hit. The reason it wasn't loading is because the laser wasn't firing for some reason. So if I've got missiles on board, it'll automatically fire the laser. If I don't, he'll lock onto it, but I specifically say laze the target. So that's why you weren't picking it.
Right, gotcha. Okay, well, let's get it down.
4926 to take off. And now sort my flaps out. Right, that's it. So I shouldn't blow my engine up this time at least. Brake off. I'll make my guns ready because I tend to forget that. Here we go.
Not sure what the range is going to be like for the laser, but I am lasing something, so go ahead.
Don't know what happened there. Let's do it again.
Alright, I'll
Should be
turn in.
start-up practice, I suppose. How come I veered off to the right? I've got right rudder on, but I normally have that. So I'm not sure what happened. I think my
Oh,
brake was
got a
full.
lock. It's bouncing around a little bit. Are you firing?
Okay, respawn.
Negative.
I might find the radio doesn't work now because I'm respawning.
That looks...
No, it looks alright. I've got a yellow box.
Chief, connect ground air supply. Unable to
What
comply.
happened there? Who was that? Is that Alexa? I'm not sure if that was Alexa or Warhawk. We'll try again. Oh, Warhawk is back in the AV8B, so we'll see. I think it probably was. He obviously lost control. No problem. Oh, now I've lost my radio. I've got to spawn in yet again. I'll go to a different aircraft first.
Very good. I am out of quarters. I have to go and land a real.
Copy that. It's RTB anyway. Did you go try this in the A10 at some point? Because you can hold a shit ton of missiles in that.
Didn't we have that problem before though? The A10 has TV guided for the most part.
No, look, I still haven't got it. It's radio. Well, that was okay for the Spitfire. I'm still not getting it here. What's going on? Okay, I'll go back to the Spitfire yet again. This worked last time. Now that is definitely working. I've got radio in the Spit, so let's now go back to the LA7. It's retained it this time. That's good. That's working.
Chief, connect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected. Chief, apply ground air supply. Copy. Air is now applied.
Valve. Right on the other side. Fuel. Exhaust pressure into the tank. Fuel switch. Going to get the pressure up on the fuel. So I'm going to get the pressure up on the fuel to about 1.2 with a bobble pump. Fuel pressure is up. I can now open the valve, the air valve, and get the engine turning.
Loading back.
Jolly good, jolly good. I hope it's all good for you. Did I open the air valve? The engine's not turning. Let's do that again. Perhaps I didn't. Probably flooded it now, but let's give it a try. Magneto's on. Battery on. Open that valve. Crack the throttle. Start. Okay, close the covers. Get the air disconnected. Close this valve, the air valve. Now get the air disconnected.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
Recheck the brakes. Yep, they stay. That's good. I'll give it some right rudder. Really not sure how much, you can't tell. I'll give it some flaps ready for takeoff. Footlights, etc. And now we taxi to runway and see what happens on this takeoff. I don't know what happened last time. What normally that bad. Oh, which I'm closer to the runway this time. If you copy on here, do you know how we use these rearm levers?
Ghettos Edwards. Not necessarily. I haven't had to use them yet, I don't think.
I don't know how you use them.
Ghettos Edwards. Not sure what they do for sure. Ghettos Edwards. I thought after your arm you used them, but it didn't need it.
No, it could just be that it's not complete. It's not finalised, they're still working. I've set my trim. I've set my flaps ready for takeoff. I must remember to open the engine coolant and oil. .26 for takeoff. Well, it's not a radiator for the engine, it's just flaps. It's not a radiator, it's just not water cooled. Okay, they're open. Brake off. Make my guns ready so I forget. There we go, hopefully. to open my cooling flaps. Just trim her out a little bit so that I've got to fly it so much. So it's quite a lot of nose up by comparison. Quite touchy around the area where you've got good trim. It's quite touchy. You can put it out even slightly movement either way. So a bit closer camera here, see if that affects anything. There's Ghetto in front of me. think I touched ground then. It's got a bit funny on me. I'm going to cheat and take a look outside. That looks alright. It's definitely not flying right. I think I touched the ground with this hand, so I'm going to get RTB. I was going to go for that truck, but I can't easily get to it because of the control issues. RTB. Coming on 08. Coming on 08. I've got heavy list to port at the moment. Really on the find out. Must have hit the ground and damaged something. But despite the damage, I've definitely had worse landings in a spin. I mean, the flaps look good, the gear looks good, so I'm not sure what that was all about, but it was definitely not good in terms of control of the aircraft. Oh, hang on. I seem to be deficit of one rudder. Now that's not going to help very much, is it? That was the answer to that query. I didn't realise it would be my rudder. I thought I'd probably damaged some at the front. But there you are. Well, in that case, considering I was coming in without a rudder, that wasn't too bad at all. Despite the fact that the rudder itself isn't working, I should be able to use the rudder pedals to control the brake, I hope, and I'll move over to the left a bit. Now the rudder pedals are still controlling the hydraulics for the brakes, pneumatics for the brakes. That'll do, I'll get repaired, hopefully it'll be alright. Don't usually get repaired and restart in this, so we'll see how this goes.
DCS repair. Copy.
So for the startup now, there'll be things that I don't have to do. There might be things that I don't think I have to do and do have to. Could be setting my trim. Although I don't really know. I won't set my trim, so I don't really know what it is. It would be nice if there was a gauge or some kind of marking on the rudder trim wheel, which will be this one. But there's all these little dots, but they could be anywhere. You can't tell what's where. So we'll see how this starts after the repair, whether I can just prime it and start it. We'll see if that works. I've still got fuel pressure. I've still got fuel pressure, so I think it should start okay after this. 80 seconds. Yeah, lack of a rudder doesn't help. Oh, that's gotta be Ghetto behind me. Yeah. Are you on radio, Ghetto? Oh, hang on. Did I change my frequency or did I forget?
Ghetto Zebras. Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I didn't change it, darn it. That's because I had a couple of respawns for one reason or another.
Ghetto Zebras. No problem.
Okay, Ghetto, copy on radio.
Yep, copy.
Great stuff, thank you. Did you notice I'm a bit deficit of one rudder? My own fault for doing too close a ground movement, and as I've pulled the nose up, the tail's gone down, I suppose, and clouted the ground, and I've lost my rudder. Still landed okay, comparatively though. I didn't realise my rudder had gone until I looked around the aircraft whilst I was sitting on the ground. Oh, I think I might have spoke over you, sorry.
No, you didn't. I misclicked.
Okay, y'all.
Are you taking 500?
Yep, I just took a hit.
Okay, let's adjust my flap and get
Ghetto
ready
Zebras.
for takeoff.
Some chunky birds. Ghetto
Yeah.
Zebras. Noise.
Nice. Yeah, nice. Actually, when I hear that word nice, I always think of, on Netflix, there's a series called Disenchantment. Do you have Netflix? Have you seen that series? It's actually an animation, and I skipped over.
There's two down there. Now there's one.
Yeah, because it was animation, I didn't bother with it. I skipped over.
I'm having weird engine problems. The engine's like sort of starting to cut out for some reason.
It's a fantastic little series.
It's not the bullets that are stuck in it, is it?
It's about 40 episodes, and I've watched it.
No, it's been doing it since before I got a small hit, nothing bad, but it's been doing it since beforehand. It'll be hovering fine, and all of a sudden it'll just stall.
Right.
And the noise there's
400 pounds of fuel. I can probably get going for maybe another pass, but if you want to come in for a repair, that's fine.
There's a little black demon.
We're gonna try another one. I've still got
And he's quite a
the laser.
comical character, and one of the things he'll say.
Okay, the only valid target is on the south side.
Yep, that's the one that's been lased the whole time.
Yeah, I think maybe it's taking noise off the bridge or something, I don't know.
So if you haven't
Let's just
seen
work on hit it with the gun.
series, I
Move
recommend
on.
it, get that. Oh, although I'm talking.
Yeah, that's what I did with the one on the north side.
Could be not on the stream now, I guess.
I'm high. Oh, it's coming in for you now, yeah. I'm down to 200 pounds of fuel. I'm actually going to have to go in. I'm lower than I thought.
Yep, I'm able to.
I haven't. Perhaps he'll check it out. Sorry, hard to hear a lot of radio chat XP.
Yeah, there is quite a lot of radio chat. Yeah, check it out. It's a great little series. Give it at least one episode, ideally two. And I think after that, you might find, as I was, you might find that you might get hooked. It's really good. To say it's all animation, so I didn't think it was going to be my thing at all. That's why I skipped over it for ages, and then because there was nothing else to watch, I thought, oh, okay, I'll give that a go. And there's a lot of nice little sort of hidden humour in it. It's really good. Okay, let's get sorted. That wasn't an attempt at an American accent. That's West Country English.
Ghetto Zebras. Awesome, sorry, could you say the name of the series again?
Yeah, it's called I think of the word enchantment. It's called Disenchantment. It's a really good little series. As I say, I binge watched it a couple of times. Sort of all 40 episodes of it. I binge watched it, and it's great. I say, and not just watched it, but did the whole lot about twice. And I'll still quite happily, if it's running, I'll quite happily just sit and watch some of that. It's got silly stuff in it that's grinnably silly. It's not, annoyingly silly. It's silly enough to grin at. There's a bunch of elves. They live in a magical sort of dreamland, I think they call it, and they've all got some relevant name. Apart from the main character, his name is Elfo, and there might be another one called what is it? Weirdo or something, and he'll be sort of looking in windows and making a sort of a sort of sound as he's looking at people through windows. And there's another one that they say, oh yeah, no one's ever left this place and come back apart from Return Home.
LOL.
It's the names of the elves is quite good. Watch for the bit, if you do watch it,
124 Apache.
be aware of where they tried to hang Elfo, because I think he kissed one of the little girl elves and they were going to hang him, but that on its own is a little bit interesting. But they're all ever so happy apart from Elfo. He just wants to go to a place where sometimes they're not happy. Okay, God, I've forgotten what I was going to do now. I guess I was going to start up. Now, this is where I find out if I need to connect the bottle. Or the engine's turning, prime it. I might give a bit of a pump on the fuel. See if it works. Crack the throttle. Yeah, looks like it's doing it. Okay, so when you come into land and restart, you don't need all the air bottle business. I better put my flats back up. But not all the way. Where is everybody? Okay, I'm going to take off eastbound. For takeoff 08.
Roger that. I'm just going to step away with controls just for a second.
Copy. What happened there? Have I lost braking? Oh yeah, I have. I've got no braking. I did need the air bottle.
Mazda. Abort take Mazda. Request takeoff. Mazda. Request takeoff.
I want to take off.
Chief, connect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected. Chief, apply ground air supply. Copy. Air is now applied.
Okay, so now let's close this one.
124 check.
Copy. Got a feeling I'm going to lose my brakes again when I disconnect the air. I'll give it a try. Definitely a sequence to this.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply.
Ghetto zebras.
Copy.
Did you do the
Ground air
left
supply
wheel
is now
swell by your
disconnected.
elbow?
Well, that's already open. So I'm hoping I don't have to go through that. Let's
Ghetto zebras. That one got me
Yeah.
a couple times
Yeah,
until
but
you told me.
I think that's already open, and I'm seeing pressure up here. Let's just see what happens. I've still got brakes. Right, air bottle is disconnected, and I've still got brakes, so we're cooking. So now I should be able to get myself to the appropriate part of the runway. Let's have a little look, make sure I was coming in. I'll walk this way. Let Warhawk get going first, I think.
Ghetto zebras. I didn't know
124.
you could start without the bottle. Curious to how much air it uses up.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know what sequence I used just then, but there's definitely a sequence involved. You have to get it right. Well, I've definitely got brakes, so I'm going to move on to the runway. Okay, the cooling systems are open. Okay, I'm gonna roll there, Ghetto. Okay. I think I am. Let me just make sure I've done everything. I think I have. Yes, I've still got flaps. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Best one yet.
You had a good takeoff. Okay, I'm not really sure where I'm going, but I'm making a turn to the left. We do have enemy units north of the airfield.
I can never remember where I put these on.
If you roll left from where you've just sort of flown past my location, I can try and pass some rockets that way to guide you. You just flew over them now.
I've got eyes.
Roger.
Oh, I think they're all destroyed. One is. Two not destroyed.
There's a tree range. If you fly west to east following that tree line, you should pick it up.
Apart from the BTRs are at this end of the tree range.
We don't talk about those.
Really? Scan. Oh, I got a temporary ping, but it didn't stick. Right.
of ammo. Those levers don't reload me. Oh, I guess I'm RTV.
I think you don't get the same rearm. You don't get rearmed in the same way with the Mi-24 as well. You get like there's a reload lever you can pull, but I'm not entirely sure if it reloads you.
Yeah, I don't know what these do in the LA7.
I wasn't sure if it was something like it for clearing a jam or something, but that said, there's the reload lever in the I-16 as well, but I've never had a jam.
It doesn't seem to relate to a jam, it just says recharge. So it's pneumo recharge handle. So it's obviously pneumatically controlled and it's a recharge, but how you use it and when, I don't know.
Bear with me a second, Undead. I have lost ready state on the missiles.
Did you get hit?
I don't think I did.
4908 landing.
I did get into some form of weird spin. Okay, they've just gone ready. Okay, got it. I'll loop round the airfield and come back. Scan. Intermittent lock.
That looked nice from here, Ghetto.
Could be the trees.
Yeah, maybe.
This thing is well.
Mazda, request takeoff.
No. You have to get rid of that menu every time.
It popped up. I don't know if I'm going to fire and see if it'll go on to that last known. Oh, it has.
Rearming. Copy.
That kind of hit like in between them.
Got one.
Yeah, one's at
line.
92%.
Don't know.
I see that one.
I did have a low encounter again, so perhaps yeah.
I think at 92 you give it long enough and it'll go by itself anyway. I think it's effectively disabled.
Yeah, it's the one that's, I can see that one burning up behind the one I'm targeting. It does look like it's burning up.
I will be making use of that event at some point.
Could you add cargo trips to be dispersed? Thanks.
Working on it, you got to go via ETS.
Get stuff. wants to pick up again, I'll just pick a new target for you.
No, I missed the coming at the wrong angle anyway. I missed him completely.
Yeah.
I've just realised these handles that we're talking about for the ammo, they're marked, hang on, let me let it go, right gun, pneumo recharge. I'm thinking that it's to do with recharging ammo, but now I don't think it is. It's to do with recharging the pressure, the gas pressure that's used to fire the ammo. That's what I'm thinking. So I don't know why or when, you still don't know when or why you'd have to use it, but I don't think it's to do with the ammo itself. I think it's to do with the gun. Right gun pneumo recharge. So you're recharging the pneumatics that are used to fire the gun.
Right.
I think that must be the way it works.
Ghetto zebras.
Oh, who just got shot down?
Right on. Ghetto zebras. That makes sense.
Yeah, it sort of makes sense, but I still don't know how you're supposed to use it. That's the trouble. And I've got one gear light. Oh, one gear light not on. Let's have a look outside. My starboard gear leg is not fully out. It's slightly folded inwards. I'm trying to look dead centre down the aircraft, and the right gear leg is not fully extended. That's maybe that'll cure itself. I don't know. I'll try taking off and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to try and take off again. So it's 4908 for takeoff.
Okay.
Got a dodgy gear leg, so I don't know what's going to happen. Got a feeling it won't retract as well somehow. Flaps are busted. Flaps are stuck in the down position. Darn it. Yeah, they're stuck. It's either repair or respawn. Considering the taxi, I think I'm going to move over to the north edge of the runway and repair. North edge of runway for repair. But now I've got to cut the engine again. And we'll probably find that I'll go through the same little process of it not working on the brakes. I have to reconnect. I shouldn't have to reconnect every time, I wouldn't have thought. That doesn't feel right.
Request repair. Copy.
We'll see if I get 3 greens for my gear. I don't quite understand why it's 3 greens for down, but only 2 greens for up. Okay, 40 seconds for repair. Okay, well I've got 3 greens. Let's see what happens now when I start her up. Whether I can adjust the flaps once the engine's running. Fuel pressure's sufficient, I think. So let's open this valve and pump.
is 26 ready for land.
I think so. Looks good. Looks good.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, Ghetto, when you restart, you have to, when you open your air valve to get your engine turning over, once you've got it turned over, you have to make sure you close the air valve afterwards. Otherwise, you do lose your pressure. But I've just closed it. Once the engine was running, I've closed that air valve again, and it's been okay.
Copy that, Bill.
The flaps are coming back. Okay, we're good. Flaps are right. He's just coming in. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm going to open my flaps again. I'm going to do it before I take off. I probably should wait while it warms up a bit, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to risk it being a bit cool, and I'm going to close them. I mean, open them, of course.
Anyone want to do a convoy?
I'm just taking off. I'm good with that.
I'm just going to reslot into a hind.
Yeah, copy that. I'm about to roll on the runway 08.
124 check.
Was that check 124? Got it.
Thank you.
Make a change, turning to the left, just in case we get too close to those units that are dangerous. Look, I don't know, I meant to put it on the radio. I'm turning to the left to get over to get away from the units that might be dangerous.
124.
Copy. Buzz under. Wait for the orange circle now for the convoy. Is our friendly convoy. Ghetto, I'm sticking around the airfield for a moment until we find out where the convoy is.
Yeah, it'll be a couple of moments, just start up. I just need to, I also need to just hop over to the main airfield to do my rear.
Coming. over the Sailor Stream, waiting for a little orange circle to appear on the map, which will tell us where our convoy, our friendly convoy carrying supplies in, is going to spawn. Will work its way towards this airfield, but it may well come under fire from enemy units. So we want to protect the convoy from those enemy units.
Right, I've rearmed. Anyone is free to start the convoy if they wish.
I can start tomorrow.
Can we do it from the ground? Or from here? Oh, sorry, it's been requested up the top there. So we are going to see the convoy soon. There it is. Okay. Moving round to the right and south, Ghetto. That's where the convoy's coming in.
This one might be a busy convoy, they're coming through built-up area.
Copy that. I'm just circling to find them. Nice one, Ghetto.
Because it's also built up, they don't get good speed, which means they don't emit the dust trail for as long.
Yeah, copy that.
APC 12 o'clock, I think they're on. Oh, yeah, I got Ezra.
Copy.
I probably need to call this the last thing, I didn't realise it was 3.
Yeah, it's shot by. Oh, I think I found the convoy.
Convoy's found trouble.
Well, I got one infantry. Oh, there's the red smoke now. Fuel. Looks great. It looks great. I see the convoy again. Nice one, nice one. Well done, Getter. Nice shooting. Oh, there they are. All intact by the looks of it. One, two, three, four, five. Yep. Looking good. Once I get back, it should get announced. That's the point they're aiming for, the green point there. when they get to that green smoke, it should get announced. So that works. They got spawned and they got protected, and we got resupplied. Convoy disappeared and we've been resupplied. Excellent. Jump in a spit just to talk. Okay, I'm in a spit just for communication. That was good to watch.
I saw you hit the deck earlier on. Oh, did you hit the deck or did you say fire and crash from it?
I think I just did my usual thing of flying a bit too close to the ground and clipping something, losing control, and that was it.
Right.
It was good watching. I was sort of jumping between different views. It was good to watch. So they spawned, they were attacked, they were protected, and they succeeded in bringing new supplies. That was good and successful and good to watch.
Yeah, it's nice when it all hangs together and works.
Yeah, it was very good.
And now that the server is more stable than it was as well.
Yeah, I don't know what would have been doing all that, but it's been fine, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think definitely there was that phantom process running. That might have been causing contention between events or something. So as soon as that hidden process was killed off, it seemed to stabilise.
Totally good, and that makes sense, I guess, from my limited appreciation of it. Yeah. Okay, well, it's gone 3, so I think probably good to fold. But as good evening, good successful evening. I've flown the Spit, I've flown the LA7, and watched a convoy and participate. I did hit one infantryman in protection of the convoy, but I don't know how significant that would have been.
Well, they can deal out a reasonable amount of damage when they're all firing in unison.
Oh yeah, that's right, absolutely. Okay, well I'm going to fold and catch people tomorrow night, hopefully.
Yep, definitely.
Maybe for me, but that's fine with you. See you guys.
Okay, well, take care all, and for those that are going to be there tomorrow, I'll see you then. TTFN.
Ghetto Zebras.
Alright, take care.
Very fun as always, Bill. Take care. See you Saturday.
Yeah, sure thing, Ghetto. See you today, really, isn't it? For me, not quite for you, but for me it's later on today. So yeah, see you then. Take care, mate. TTFN. And for the sake of anyone that's still on my stream, thank you for being there. I see there's a couple of people on YouTube and someone on Twitch. It's good to see people there. It's nice if you can interact, and I know that not everybody can, and not everybody feels comfortable to, but it's nice if you can interact and just say a quick hello. So I'm going to give it sort of half a minute or so in case anyone wants to come back, and then I'll fold.
Ghetto Zebras. I'll check out that show.
Oh, the yeah, Disenchantment. Disenchantment. Give it a shot. Give it at least a couple of episodes to get into the feel of it. But basically, it's to do with a princess who's a bit of a rebel, and she gets some kind of a gift, but the gift ends up being a demon who's going to follow her around, and he's quite a character. He really is quite a character. So yeah, and there's a few things to see that you might not see the first time round. So enjoy. Hope you find it, and hope you enjoy it.
Ghetto Zebras. I'm a bit in the mood for a WW2 or Warbird documentary as well.
Yeah, I can understand that. I'm just trying to think.
Ghetto Zebras.
I've seen stuff
Yes,
recently and I
take care,
can't think
Bill.
what they were. Yeah, take care, Ghetto. Catch you. I won't say tomorrow, but I'll say next time. Take care, mate. TTFN.